Hello and welcome to Hockey with Ice YouTube channel. Hope you're doing well. My name is Matt, and as you can see, it is a Swedish extravaganza. Swedish Hockey League on Thursday. All 14 teams in action, so there are 7 games on the go. That means there's a lot to follow. I'm probably not going to do a very good job of it. The games are still going on, as you can see down there. I'm going to be watching Luleå against Leksand. Now, this game was delayed due to a problem with the flight or weather conditions. I'm not sure which one, but anyway, Leksand got in late. So this one is still in the intermission between the first and second period. It's 1-0 to Leksand at the moment. So we'll get to that in a moment. So I'm going to be watching that one. I'll be talking a bit about that as we go along, but I'll also be keeping a check on all of the other games. You can hear perhaps the hooter just went off at the stadium, at the arena. So the teams are about to come back out for the second period. Luleå against Leksand. But yes, we are going to be keeping up on everything. I've just realised I forgot to turn something on, so that ain't gonna work. So it's a good start. There's a lot going on here. I will say to you, there's a lot going on. So but I thought this is something I've been thinking about doing for a little while, because I always watch all of the Swedish Hockey League games. I like flipping between different games. And I thought, well, I'm sitting here watching it. Why not do a live stream while we're doing it? And yeah. Why not indeed? Well, because don't want to look at that. Okay, got it. Yeah. So that's the plan. Probably we will be easier in a few days' time on Saturday, when there's only, I think there's 3 games in the afternoon and 4 in the earlier evening. So I may do one then in the afternoon when there's only 3 games to catch up on, but I shall see. I'm just going to put a message in the chat. Hello on the chat. There we go. So the chat is working. So if you're on YouTube Live, you can comment on the chat, which is nice. But yeah, the teams are back out. Or coming back out. Yep, here come Leksand. So we shall see. Already been some drama across the Swedish Hockey League tonight. Oh, that has not worked. There we go. So in this one, Luleå against Leksand. So as you can see, Leksand 1-0 up. So Luleå actually got a 4-minute penalty for a high sticking call. But when they were on that penalty, Leksand got a short-handed goal. Via Patrick Zachrisson. So prime opportunity for Luleå to take a lead, and they did the exact opposite and they've fallen behind. So there's Alan Brodecki just going back onto the bench. So we'll see how this one pans out. I was just looking around the scores. I'll try and keep up on them. Yeah, so there's some interesting ones so far. Malmö against Färjestad. That was a really interesting one. Färjestad went up 3-0 in that one. 2 goals in about 90 seconds by Malmö. Got them back in it. I left you. Trading 2-1. Örebro were 2-0 up in that game. They're about 4 minutes from the end of the second period in that one. Then Sherpin against Växjö. Växjö top of the league at the moment. 2-1 up there. And Frölunda and Oskarshamn. Oskarshamn actually were 2-0 up in that one. Frölunda have come back 2-2. So that one's about 5 minutes to go in the second period. But the second period in Leksand and Luleå is now underway. If I move that, is that gonna? Oh, no, there we go. That'll do. Yeah, so I'll see how we go in terms of keeping up with stuff. But just watching a hockey along the way, which is always good fun. Really, we're trying to make something happen behind the net, but not getting too far. So there's not going to be proper commentary here, because I can't do proper commentary, but I can have a bit of fun along the way. If you're watching any of the Swedish hockey action, do get in contact via the chat. It should come up somewhere. Don't chat about certain things happening with former Canadian junior players, please. Otherwise, I'll have to turn the show off. You know what I'm talking about. If you don't, Google it, and then don't post anything in the chat about it. Thank you. Okay. So, Lulu were actually outshot Lexham 10-5 in the first period. Didn't do much good, though. So, Lulu were trying to make an early breakthrough in the second period to level it up. Crowd on hand, actually, in Lulu. They've been in excellent form of play. They're coming into it having won 5 in a row. But Lexham, I believe they've won the last 6 games against Lulu. So who knows which way the form is going to go in this one. But yeah, Lulu are looking to make it 6 in a row. They've been climbing up the table. The live table, just having a quick look, has them in 7th. Because technically, they'd have dropped down a little bit with Team Raw going up above them. But still plenty of time to go in this one. So we'll see. Malmö have just equalised against Färjestad. There's so much going on here. There we go. So it's 3-3 there. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Exciting game. Normally what happens if I pick one game, I tend to pick the one which somehow doesn't... Oh, I was just about to say that. Doesn't have a lot of goals. Malmö thought they'd equalised there. Actually hit the side of the net. Some of the crowd were up thinking that was a goal. But no. Yeah, Malmö coming from 3-0 down to level it 3-3. Ooh. Exciting stuff. Right. Yeah, I don't think I ever finished my train of thought earlier. If you are watching and you support one of the Swedish Hockey League teams, let me know which one. If you're watching any of the other games, chip in on how that game is going. Try to keep an eye on them all, but it's a bit difficult, especially when you're trying to live stream along the way too. There's icing. Icing. Just watching the replay here. Ooh, I was going to say, did it hit the post? No, definitely side of the net. Clean side of the net. That was by Frederick Allard. It looks like the Lulu defenseman who stepped up on the rush and had a good chance there, but unable to take it. Also a good chance just now, but Niku Pateri, I believe it's pronounced. Fired it wide. Icing again. There's a lot of icing at the moment. More icing than a cake convention. Willie Elsing, the Lexham player, alternate captain, getting involved, and that's number 28 for Lexham, Justin Kloos. Played a couple of games in the NHL a few years ago, if I remember correctly. Justin Kloos. Oh, the puck comes clear, and Lexham are going to be able to bring it out of the zone. So, been an interesting one. Lexham are able to get a change in there. Ooh, good bit of pressure on a forecheck by Lulu. The stream here is only just now catching up on Malmö's goal. I suspect that's because the stream I'm watching via Home of Hockey, I will say, legal stream, thank you very much, is a little bit behind, perhaps. Or they're a little bit behind in putting up the scores. We'll find out if I see the score in this one before it happens on my picture. But here we go. Ooh, Lexham nearly getting through. That was Max 4-0. They were trying to make something happen. 24, Brendan Shimihin scored a exciting winner on Saturday in overtime. I think it was Saturday. Recently scored a great winner in overtime. You need some magic from him again today. 1-0 down, shot. Ooh, just deflected wide. Trying to set something up. Lulu have started this period well. There's another chance, but well saved. Well saved. It is Montes Armalis in goal for Lexington today. Did a good job there. Nice little setup. Ludwig Janssen taking a shot from the blue line. Stepped in a bit. There was a few players in front, but Armalis did well just to snaffle that one. Keep it held tight to his body. Lexington win the face-off, so are able to take control of the puck. A couple of nice flags flying out there down the end for Ludo. Oh, they've just done a close-up, very good. 1, 2, 3, yeah, good few flags in there. The wonderful European hockey culture of flags and drums and chanted all the way through. Oh, there's lots of ding, 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 arm signals and everything. And it's always nice when people see, ooh, I'm on the screen. Look at it, it's us. Hello. Very good. Ludo half possession, so coming up to 15 minutes to go in the second period here. A lot of the other games are or have come to the end of the second period. We'll keep a check on those in a minute as Ludo come through. It's Andreasen, no. Pontus Andreasen trying to make something happen, unable to do it, but they're still pushing it. Marcus Hardegaard pushes it across. That's another one. Ooh, hit someone in front. No, he's getting up. That's good. Nikola Pasic did get caught by the puck coming through. A bit of friendly fire, but he got to his feet and has stayed on the ice. Although he is now changing, but doesn't look any worse for the wear for it. Dicey in how that was handled behind Alexa net. They were trying to get onto the puck, trailing 1-0. Oh, just one fling down the middle and it's a goal. Lexington make it 2-0. Wow, out of absolutely nothing that was. Lulua's head coach is shouting his head off. He is not happy at all. Thomas Berglund looking at what's just happened there, thinking, how on earth has that happened? It's number 22, Lucas Fademo, just back in the team. It's just a battle along the boards. Lulu will, oh, that is poor. Lulu will lose the puck. It gets flicked up in the air. Fademo is on his way. There's some shouting from the home crowd, so I don't know if they think he was offside or there was a penalty. I don't know. Anyway, lovely finish between the legs of Matthias Ward. It's been so good lately in net for Lulua. But unfortunately, much as Lulua are angry about it, that is 2-0. Fans are booing their heads off. I'm assuming because they didn't like a decision or something, rather than booing the players. We shall see, but there we go. I shall update it. 2-0, Lexington. Deary me. Not what Lulua needed. Let's see who got the assist on that one. I didn't see it in real time. But it was Lucas Fademo who gets the goal. As I said, just back in the team after a spell out for injury. Ooh, Lulu are trying to get straight back on it. But they've had it pinched off them, and now Lexington are looking dangerous again. Ooh, that could have gone anywhere. Just behind the net. Lulu are living dangerously here. Checking the scores that I've got them all up to date. I think I have. And Sherpin 1, Fekwa 2. Yeah, that all looks accurate. So yeah, most of the other games are now in the break between the second and third periods, but this one is about 25 minutes behind because of flight issues for Lexington. But though they was disrupted coming in, they've not been disrupted on the ice. It's really poor there. Number 23, Jesper Selgren, just with a... they're showing a replay again. What happened here? Ooh, so it was very close to being offside. It was, the puck was just flicked up, so it was in the air and bouncing. Well, they didn't call it offside, and it wasn't challenged. So Lulua fans aren't very happy about it, but the goal has counted. That's what matters. But yeah, it was Jesper Selgren who just made a poor decision just to flick it into the Leksand zone. But it went straight to one of their players, and that just left him straight out of position. Oskari Laaksonen was the only defender back, and the bouncing puck made its way through to Fademo, and he made no mistake putting it through the 5-hole of Matthias Ward. So 2-0 to Leksand. They are now really in trouble and trying to get back in it. There's a battle. Ooh. Home crowd wanting a penalty, and referee has got his arm in the air. So Lulu are going to have an opportunity to get a goal back on the power play. They're keeping it alive for now. Ooh! Almost a chance. It was a good chance. Einar Emanuelsen with a chance. Put it wide, but referee blows a whistle. So it is going to be number 8, Matt Cato. In his 4th season with Leksand, the American gets pings for holding, as you probably heard, on Emanuelsen. So here we are. Big moment in this game. Leksand leading 2-0, but Lulua now have... Oh, that's a big chance for Emanuelsen. Lulua now have a power play to try and get one of those goals back. Let's see if they can. Ooh, Frölunda have gone up 3-2. Have I noted that previously? No, I haven't. So Oskarshamn were leading that one 2-0. Frölunda has just taken a 3-2 lead just at the end of the second period. But we shall stick on this. Luleå against Leksand. There's 12 minutes to go in the period. 1:45 on the power play to go. They were out shooting Leksand 16-6, but need to push on. Here we go. Luleå have held the zone now and are trying to build something up. Careless by them, and Leksand are able to get out of the zone, although weren't able to make a change. It was David Edström who scored for Frölunda, by the looks of it, to give them the lead, 3-2. But now the puck does come clear, and Leksand will be able to get a change in. At least the forwards will be able to change over. Luleå haven't really created anything so far. 1 minute to go in the power play. Can they make something happen now? They've changed a couple of players on the power play unit, so they've now got the puck. They're controlling it nicely. They're putting it down to the blue line, out to the left. Working it behind the zone. Tried to set up Brendan Schumann. Unable to get on that, and Brendan Schumann gets shoved to the ground. That's should be a cross-check on him, but no, it doesn't get called. And that's a shot. It deflects wide. Luleå are able to keep it. 30 seconds to go on the power play. That shot goes wide. Oh, Frölunda have gone up 4-2 now. What's going on there? The referee whistles here. 4-2 Frölunda. That is not what Oskarshamn needed. Bottom of the table, Oskarshamn got off to the perfect start. 4-2, 2-0 up. Oh, he has called a cross-checking. Well, yeah, he should do, actually. That really was blatant. Number 27, that's Marek Hreivik. I'm not sure how... I mean, the coach is trying to argue his case, but I'm not sure how he can. So, 26 seconds left in the original power play. They've not updated the details on the screen here. But it is going to be 5-on-3. So 5-on-3 for 26 seconds. And then there'll be about 1:15 of a power play from there. But 5-on-3, oh, they've got to take advantage here, haven't they? Luleå had a 4-minute double minor in the first period that they failed to take advantage of, but they do there. It's a goal. They get a goal back. It's a bit of a fluke, I have to say. Adam Brodecki gets a goal, only recently joined Luleå. But he has tucked it home. It was essentially, well, I'll wait until I see the replay. It looks like a muffed shot that fell for him, rather than a shot pass, but we will see. Let's see. They set it up. Comes back to Andreasson. Pushes it across. Would have worked it nicely. Back to Andreasen. No, yep, completely fluffed his shot, but it fell beautifully for Brodecki by the side of the net, and he just tips it home. Lovely little finish. So Lulua get back in it. Adam Brodecki, I think that's his first goal with his new team. Oh dear. Coach isn't looking very happy now, is he? So, Lulua 1, Lexington 2. And now it's 5-on-4 for 1 minute 30 from here. So they've got a perfect opportunity to level this one up. It's coming up to 10 minutes to go in the second period. Wow. Thought this was going to be a good one. Lulua having won 5 in a row. They're not going to give up that streak lightly. Let's see, they're coming in. Lost the puck. Lulua fans in fine voice as they come into the zone. They dump it in. Oh, and they do keep it. I didn't think they would. No, they kick it out the zone themselves, so that's not very clever. Lulua now. 40 seconds to go on a power play, but Lexington haven't been able to get it clear, and they're not going to try and shorthand them again. They did that in the first period. But no, Andreasen brings it in. Oh, that was unlucky. It was a nice attempt. "20 seconds to go, so it looks like Lulua are not going to capitalise on a second power play, but they've at least got the goal back. They're out shooting Lexington 18-6 so far. Ooh, shot by Schummelin. Gets pushed aside by Armalus. There's another one, Andreasen. He's been all about this game so far. Very noticeable, as they say, Pontus Andreasen. And now we're on a power break. Power break. So there we are. I'm just going to have a quick look at the details of the Frölunda Oskarshamn game. Yes, so David Edström scored to make it 3-2 to Frölunda on 18:43 in the second period. And in 19:42, so 59 seconds later, Jere Injala made it 4-2 on the power play. Deary me. Austin Wagner got down for cross-checking, and Frölunda had taken full advantage. So Oskarshamn were 2-0 up at a Scandinavium, and Frölunda have come back to lead it 4-2 at the end of the second period. Nightmare for the bottom club. It's a tall order for them to get out of the relegation playoff anyway, but if they're going to do it, they need to pick up a bunch of wins soon. And this is not the way you do it. Not the way you do it. Alrighty, so power break is over. They're about to get going with a face-off in the Lexington zone. Won by Lulua. Power play has gone now, so 8.5 minutes left in the second period. Lulua 1, Lexington 2. Brodecki on the bench for Lulua. In a good mood. Yeah, that was a total fluke. In the nicest possible way. It came back to Pontus Andreasen, and he just mishit the shot completely, but it's the same old thing. If you were in and around the net that Brodecki was, you make your own luck, and he just deflected it nicely, guided it home. So, Lexington now. It's weird, Lexington 2-1 up still, but really not created a lot in this game. It was a short-handed goal in the first period by Patrick Sakrason, which gave them the lead. And then the second goal was a Lucas Fademo, which was out of nothing. So Lexington haven't really put much together, but they've been clinical in front of net. And they're trying to make something happen here. Peter Solaric had it, but it's come clear. He's got it back, though. Is he going on the change? No, he's going to come in. Oh, they got in each other's way. That was poor by Lexon. Bit of a Chuckle Brothers moment there, to me, to you. And Lulu were able to recover the puck, although they're making hard work of getting out their own zone here. But they've done it. That's going to be... No, he's going to wave off the icing. Seven minutes to go. Just put stats up here. Lulu have outshot Lexon 9-1 in the second period so far. Like I say, Lexon really got nothing going, but somehow still leading it 2-1. So Lulu will make a change, so they just dump it in. Ooh. Picks it up here. Very good, very good. Armless is going to cover up a shot there, so Lulu will get the face-off, but it's been an interesting game so far. There's a potential trip, actually. It was a definite trip by Lulu. That was on Lang, and it was number 20, Jack Conley, who clearly got his stick or Oscar Lang's skate and tripped him up, but it wasn't called. So he got away with that one, Connolly. To Revine in the face-off circle for Lulu, and he wins his face-off, but again, not really making much of it. Dumped it back in. Lulu have had a lot of the puck. That one goes clear, although that's going to be icing, I think. Yes. Icing. It's a bit of pushing and shoving. That was Tiravinen. He was just behind the net, and it's Johansson for Lexon. Johansson and Tiravinen having a right go at it in front of the Lexon net. Tiravinen is showing his stick to the referee as if to say, well, come on, where's the cross-checking call? Might have had a case there, actually. But perhaps that was a case of officials knowing that they missed a tripping call a minute before and were just evening things up. Much as that frustrates players, it does happen at times. Oh, Lexon come through, and oh, deflection, it goes over the net. That was another weird one. It almost worked for Lexon there. I think it was Patrick Sackerson, the scorer of the first goal of the game. And Lexon, they're coming through again. Oh, good save. Matthias Ward deflecting that one away. Now Zalulu were to come clear, and they're going to have a shot. No, it doesn't get through from Ollie Igubateri, but it is going to fall. Oh, no. Ludwig Jansen now having a go. There's a couple of good blocks by Lexon. There's back to the wall stuff here, and now... Yes, it is deflected up and over. Mantos Armless knocks that one over the screen. So Lulu are starting to press. We're about 5 minutes to go in the second period here. Lulu are training 2-1. But are definitely looking the most likely. It's a good block. In fairness, not sure who it was. Or it was Patrick Noren. Or Patrick Norian, I guess it's pronounced. Was hobbling a bit as he went back to the bench, but took one for the team there. Lexon get it clear. They're going to battle for that. Lulu will win it. Oh, cheap giveaway, and that one almost went in by Lexon. Lulu have just been a bit sloppy. They've had much more of the puck, especially in the second period, but they're just letting things slip a little bit here. That's another shot on target for Lexon, but pushed aside by Matthias Ward. a little bit sloppy. We're coming up to 4 minutes to go in the second period. Game's sort of gone into a bit of a lull, but Brodecki has just picked it up. He's tried to make something happen. It goes round the boards. Lulua hold the zone. Back to Brodecki. What can they make here? Shot on it. Oh, it's a flyby screen by Andreasen. Almost took Leksand by surprise. That was a good idea. That's been the line that's been most effective so far. The third line, Pasic, Andreasen and Brodecki for Lulua today. They've got it clear. But now Leksand have got it. They're putting it in. Ooh, that was almost deflected in. Lucas Elvenes, who's been in such good form. Not quite. I mean, he cooled off a little bit recently, but he was something like 10 points in 3 games or something like that for a little period there. So you're always going to cool off a little bit when you're that hot, but a very dangerous player. And it's a thing. 3 minutes 20 to go. Lulua will be frustrated to be 2-1 down, considering they've really been a better team over the period so far. But you've got to take your chances when they come, and they haven't really been able to do that, other than the Brodecki goal. And that's another cheap giveaway by them. I'm sure both head coaches will be a bit frustrated with how the teams have played. Leksand, for all that they've not done a lot in terms of general play, they've been good when they've needed to be, and they almost got a goal there. That was Marek Hrivik, I think it's pronounced. But now Lulua come through, shot on goal. Close. Isak Hedqvist had a shot on goal, pushed aside by Armalus. And now Leksand are coming the other way. Good defending, Lulua. It's back and forth, end to end. 2 minutes 30 to go. Shot on target. Pushed aside. That shot was by Linus Ermark. And now the puck is behind the Leksand goal. There's a battle for it, but Leksand will come out with the puck. Ooh, good move. Good move by Lulua. Trying. No, lovely move by Lulua there. That was David Lilia, who had previously been on the top line with Tirofine and Omark previously, but is now on the fourth line. Gelefje have just equalised against Örebro 2-2. Salamonsen, who was so impressive in the World Juniors, has scored for Gelefje. Axel Sandin Pelika still not back for Gelefje, it should be said, but seems like he's not too far away. And indeed, Fekra have gone up 3-1 against Linköping, so I shall quickly change that. And we'll have a look at that in 1 minute 30 when this one goes into the intermission. But at the moment, they would have battling for it, trying to get the equaliser. It's a shot, deflected in front by Shinnimin. So it's a difficult one to say that. Brendan Shinnimin. Shinnimin. Chance. There we go, minute to go. Armalus picks up the puck. It's a nice spin move by Leksand. That was a big chance, in fact, for Leksand. Really good chance to go. It was a tight angle to shoot from. But he made Matthias Ward have to deal with it. But win the face-off, trying to get the equaliser before the period is out. Failed to say. Can they create one more chance? They may do here. Ooh, scramble in front, but it goes into the corner. And Leksand are able to break, but they don't get too far. Lose it in the neutral zone. And Lulua mop it up. It was Joachim Blickfeld who scored for Vekwe to make it 3-1 for them. 20 seconds to go. barging and boshing on the boards, but it's not going to lead to anything. 5 seconds to go. Lulu are just going to settle it down. Well, they take the shot, actually. Ooh, that's a nice long shot. But that is going to be it for the second period. So Lulu trail 2-1. But they got back in it on the power play through Adam Brodecki. So 2-1. A good third period being set up there. And yeah, we shall see. Now, let me see if I can get this working. I don't know if I can. But we will have a quick look and then... Yeah. Yeah, we shall have a go. So let me see. Let's have a look at some of the other games here. In fact, see if I can do this. Let's see if this will work. Well, this is potentially high-risk strategy here. But I'm going to give it a go. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Boom! There we go. Look at this. High-risk strategy. So we're going to have a little look around some of the games going on at the moment. So all of the other games are into the third period now. Skellefteå 2, Örebro 2. So Örebro led this one 2-0, I think, from memory. Yes, they did. Let's go down. So Samuel Johansson, or Johannesson, and Ekstrom made it 2-0. Oscar Lindberg, with his 11th of the season, made it 2-1. And they have just made it 2-2 early, 1 minute 19 into the third period. Elias Salomonsson with his first goal for the season, first goal for Skellefteå. And that makes it 2-2. So 2-2 there. 1-1 between Team Braw and Mudu. Now, Mudu scored, I think it was like 50 seconds in, I think it was. Yes, 45 seconds in. Riley Woods with his 9th of the season. So, nightmare start for Team Braw, but they got back in it 4 minutes later. Robin Hansel with his 6th goal of the season. But that's how it's been since then. Back and forth, but 1-1 so far. Next up, Linköping and Växjö. So, Växjö, Joachim Blickfeld scored for Växjö to make it 3-1, just 16 seconds into the third period. So there we are. Ooh, another assist for Joel Persson, 23rd of the season. Marcus Silvergaard with his 15th assist. So that was 3-1. Tobias Reeder, former Edmonton Order, among other teams, scored in that one. So Robert Rosian gave Växjö the early lead in the first period. Matthias Horvelid on the power play made it 1-1. And now Växjö have taken a 3-1 lead. But this is mad. Oskarshamn at the Scandinavium, the bottom of the league, they need to get some big results soon. Got off to the dream start. 15:41 into the first period. David Quenville with his 5th of the season. And then just before the end of the first period, Johannes Salmonsson on his 600th SHL appearance scored for Oskarshamn. What a dream that is. But it soon turned into a nightmare for Oskarshamn. 78 seconds into the second period. Linus Nassian got one back. Not long later, Max Freeby got another to equalise. So 2-2 then. 18:43 in the second period. David Edstrom made it 3-2, and then just before the end of the second period, Jere Inyala made it 4-2. So a 2-0 lead for Oskarshamn that they've thrown away. Do they have anything left to try and get back in it? I don't know. That's a big blow to have lost that lead so far. Husqvarna Garden, it is 1-1. HV71, Horfia Hötiet, as it's known in Sweden, against Rögle. Rögler took the lead. I think it was Anton Benson who gave them the lead. It was 12-17 into the first period. Anton Benson with his 7th of the season. Horvier equalised through Nick Shaw, his 8th of the season. That's where it is now. 2 teams right down the bottom. Horvier in 13th. And Rögler not too far ahead of them. So will be a big game for the home team to win. But how about this one? Malmö, another team desperate for some wins. They've not been in good form of late. In a right mess. Had a lot of injuries, it has to be said. But let's go through the details. So, Joachim Nygård on a power play. How do you have a power play 23 seconds in? That's madness. Oh, Alan Queen, who is back, has been out injured. He got done for hooking, so that's a nightmare. 23 seconds in. Joachim Nygård gave Färjestad the lead, and Liam Ergren, 5th of the season, made it 2-0. And then Joel Nyström made it 3-0. But look at that. Just before the end of the first period, they scored twice in a minute and a half. Kim Rosdahl and Carl Persson to make it 2-3, and then they completed the comeback. Jakob Galvez, 14-19 in the second period, has made it 3-3. So all to play for in that one. All to play for. Oh, Team Brought have just scored. Ooh. There we go. Let's have a look at details on this. Team Brought have scored through Sebastian Hartmann, 7th of the season. So they went 1-0 down against Budo early on, but Team Brought have now made it 2-1. So that's where we are when it comes to the rest of the games. I'm going to take a break just for 2 minutes, get another drink. And then in a couple of minutes beyond then, I think we will be back for the third period between Luleå and Leksand. Luleå trading 2-1, but pushing hard. And I think there's a good third period to come in that one. So stay tuned, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, we are back. We are back. Get rid of those for a second. There we are. So, yes, we've got, I think it's about 7 minutes before this one gets going again, unless I'm misreading it wrong in the arena. So, tell you what, let's have a quick look and see if we can go to another game. Just scrolling up the screen. Oh, Fekwa 4-1. Was it 4-1 a minute ago? No, Gabriel Carlsen with his 5th of the season for Fekwa. So trouble for Linköping there. For Alunda have gone 5-2 up as well. Oskarsund, Carl Klimby with a 6th of the season. So the goals are going in. I'm just looking around my camera, as you can see. So 5-2, 4-1. I'll just update those while I remember. I'll try to. There we go. Let's have a look. So we've got about 5 minutes to go, I think. Let's see. Yeah, 6 minutes to go before this one is back. So let's have a quick look. Let's go Skellefteå Örebro for a couple of minutes. Oh, I need to update that then, don't I? Hang on. There we go. Look at this. Production quality here. So yeah, we'll have a little look at Skellefteå and Örebro for a couple of minutes, 5 minutes or so. So 2-2 between Skellefteå and Örebro. 8:22 to go in the third period. Blimey. Skellefteå have outshot Örebro 31-13. But they've shared the goals. 2-2. Shot on target. No, gets blocked. Quite a few empty seats at Kraft Arena in Skellefteå tonight. Ooh, almost. It was Jonathan Johansson whipping it in. It was, yes. Unlucky. Good chance for Skellefteå. Goes flying over the goal. Ricard Hug looking on behind me. Örebro got a win at the week on Tuesday night, didn't they? Desperate for a win. And one win did just take a bit of pressure off, but they still need to put some more points on the board. Left you a difficult place to go, but it's an opportunity to string a couple of wins together. But they got a task on here. Although they're in the game, 2-2. Left you are the ones who are pushing hardest, and now they've got the puck again. Trying to make something happen, but that one's going to flick up. Oh no, it's not going to go out. It's going to stay in. And Örebro are able to nick it. I think it's Jonathan, yeah, Lekari-Markki. Back from World Juniors over the past couple of games, but he loses the puck. Loses out, and now Skellefteå go into the zone. Trying to make something happen. They've got the big Champions Hockey League final coming up in February. But having worked their way up to third in the league, they're going to want to put a few good results on the board between now and then to give themselves a chance to go for the double, right? It's been surprising how Örebro have really fallen off this season, and I know they let go of Hedby recently. You do wonder what was going on there with everything. Linköping have got a goal back, so it's now 2-4. So probably just a consolation for Linköping, but maybe putting a little bit of a scare up on Fekwa. Update that. After looking to break now, trying to make the inroads here. They've got a chance. No, gets taken away. Good battle on the boards though. No, they're going to keep it in the zone. Halefje. Ooh. Jonathan Pudas, the captain, unable to hold the zone, so has to come back out. Away they go. One last attack here. 6 minutes to go in the third period for Halefje. Trying to get a winner. Trying to take the lead. Andreas Jonsson is there, I think that was. Yes, it was. Has done well on that line with Per Osland and Dylan Secura. It's been really productive for them since he came over, technically from Pittsburgh. He didn't actually play for Pittsburgh in the end, did he? But oh, that was a shot by Erebry, just went past the post. That was dangerous. But it does go past the post, and that's all that matters for Halefje. They're able to clear. 5:30 to go in the third period between Halefje and Erebry. There we are. Okay, that's where we're going to leave that one, and then we shall head back. For the wonders of home of hockey, we shall head back to the original game we were watching, Luleå against Leksand. Leksand leading 2-1. I suspect they'll be pretty much on the ice now. They are. Just focusing in on Vedemo, who scored the second goal for Leksand. And Matthias Ward doing his warm-ups in net for Luleå. Going to need to be a big period from him. Montas Armalus in goal for Leksand. Got a 2-1 lead to protect. Let's see what they can do. I'm looking forward to this one. Having a quick look through the other scores, just in case I don't miss anything. There we go. We are up to date. Third period about to start. Luleå 1, Leksand 2. Lucas Elvenes there on the ice, I think it was. From a distance. And yes, we're about to get underway for the third period. Ooh, early chance. Simple save, Matthias Ward in the end, but it was a dangerous position. Petter Sadarik was able to walk in it, and wrist shot goes right down Matthias Ward's gut. But Vedemo trying to take on Ward, I should say. It's Vedemo, Sadarik and Elvenes back together in the top line for now. They're going to go for the face-off, which they win. Ooh, almost a chance. It's going to be a shot from the blue line. It goes wide. Now Luleå will try and bring it clear. And they do. They enter the Leksand zone. But they lose it. Ooh, sloppy play. Leksand are able to hold the zone and now it deflects out. Oh, and there's another chance. It's about the third time in this game. That time I think it was Justin Kloos. I think it was. Let's have a look. On the replay, yes it was. It's just one easy pass up the middle from the defenseman. Justin Kloos there getting a good look on goal. Like I said, that's about the third time there was the goal that Vedemo scored, and there's a couple of other chances where it's just one simple pass up the middle and it just splits the defence. They were all at sea, but unable to make that one count. relatively comfortable save for Matthias Ward and the Lulu net, but still don't want to be giving away chances like that. And Lexington now have another chance. Ooh, just unable to find a pass. Ooh, and that's another one deflected away. So Lexington definitely coming out strong in the stop of the third period. The Armless has to cover up there, so it's going to be a face-off Lexington zone. But yeah, Lexington 2-1 up, and they've started out the period pretty nicely in the first 90 seconds. Trying to put the pressure on. If they can get the third goal, that obviously puts them in a great position. I sing when I want. So they keep showing someone in the crowd who clearly is a current player or former player. I'll be honest, I don't recognise him. But the Lulua fans are singing his name, or shouting for him. So he's obviously a Lulua player, or former Lulua player. Apologies that I don't know who it is. Oh, what's he done there? Lexington player has just flicked it up. He's tried to flick it along the sideboards, but it's gone up and over the glass straight away, and that is going to be a delay of game penalty. A shocking decision. It's number 12. Carly Osman. Oh, immediately throws his head up. Knows what a mistake that is. He's trying to play it high off the glass, but it just goes straight over. No deflection, no excuse. That is a power play. 18-16 to go in the third period. Now Lulua have a golden opportunity to level the game 2-2 on a power play. And they win it. Shot, ooh, deflected, and goes into the gut of Armless, who covers up. Really poor mistake. Carly Osman. Can Lulua make him pay? That is going to be the key thing here. Lulua win it again. Oh, poor. Not able to hold the zone, unfortunately. Isaac Hedvist having to bring it out. Oh, in fact, it was Marcus Hurdegaard. Comes back out, so. Lulua will regroup. And then try and come into the zone at speed. They dump it in. That's not really worked out, although Andreasen has got it back. It's a bit lucky, but they've kept the zone. So now they can try and set something up on the blue line. Pushing it around. Brodecki is there. Scored on a power play in the second period. Can they make something happen now? It's going to be a shot. Oh, and it's spilled. Spilled by Armless. That was an opportunity. Not sure who shot it. I think it was Larksonen. But it comes back out, and here we go again. Linus Omark trying to make something happen. Unable to do so, and Lexington are going to be able to steal that. So 40 seconds to go. Lexington trying to score short-handed, but no, wasn't able to find a cross-ice pass. Now Lulu are going to break. Can they make it? No. Good defending in the end by Lexington, and the player goes smashing into Armless in the Lexington net. 30 seconds to go on the power play. One good chance on the power play so far, but that is it. Can Lulu make something happen in the final 15 seconds of it? Carly Osman will be praying that they don't in the penalty box. One more chance, 10 seconds to go. They're trying to set up a cross-ice pass, just eluded. I think it was Brodecki they were trying to find. Here they go again, trying to set something up. Shot, tried to have a deflection, but it's well held by Armless. And that is going to be it for the power play. So an early chance in the third period for Luluor to get back in it, to equalise. Unable to do so. It's a good little chance there. Jack Connolly played a nice little shot and it was deflected in, but unable to make something happen. It's Pasic who got the deflection. It was a good little touch by him, But Armales did well not to overcommit when he saw the shot was going to come. That allowed him to smother the deflection and keep it out. So there we go. Dolit. Oh, here we go. Ooh, excellent. Whoa, is it in? Yes, it is. Well, is that going to stand? Let's see. Lexington have scored and they're celebrating. I don't know. Matthias Ward doesn't look very happy about it, but it looks like it's going to stand. Wow. Big turnaround. What a momentum shifter that is. Lulua had a golden opportunity to equalise 2-2 on the power play. He didn't take it. And now from a face-off in the Lexington zone, they come out of the zone. They're able to get on top of it. Sloppy play, to be honest with you. They were able to tuck it home. So it was Max Ferrano who had the first shot from wide. Matthias Ward saved it. It then spilled. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It just spilled out. I thought initially there's a Lulua fan pointing, just as I was. I thought that might have been goalie interference, but it wasn't at all. The puck just came clear. And you know who scored it? Carly Usman, the man who gave away the power play, the penalty, by knocking the puck over the glass. Delay of game. Thankfully for him, Lulua were unable to score, and he's come back on and immediately made amends by making it 3-1 to Lexington. Wow. Big turnaround. Yep, take my notes while I'm catching my breath here. Carly Osman gets the goal. Lulua now have it all to do. They've outshot Lexington 27-13. But it's the goals column that counts, and Lexington are up 3-1 in that one. Just going to have a quick look around the games, if I can. So puck goes clear. Lulua are going to have to come and pick it up. That's going to be icing, so yes. But after 2, Urbury 2, that's in overtime. Team War have 1-2-1 over Moody. Fekwa Lakers have beaten Linköping 4-2. Frölunda almost done. 2 minutes to go in that one. 5-2 up on Oskarshamn. Horvia Hötiet against Rögle is going to overtime. That was 1-1 at the end of regulation. And there is basically 30 seconds to go in the game between Malmö and Färjestad. Färjestad led that one 3-0. Malmö have, it looks like at the very least, secured a point from it. Looks like that one is going to overtime. But 15 minutes to go now. 5 minutes into the third period. And Lexington, the team who are now pushing on. Good shot. Unfortunate going wide. Arvid Elias, 20-year-old. Put it wide, but there's another one. And Matthias Ward has to be alive to that. Backs to the wall stuff for Lulua now. They've got to stick in it. Got to dig in. Otherwise this game's going to go out of sight very quickly. Lexington trying to make things count here, but this one's going to go wide, and it's going to be picked up by Lulua. But yeah, Carly Osman, what a turnaround for him. It's a fine line between hero and zero. He straddled it there, but he's come up trumps in the end. I wouldn't rule Lulua out of coming back in this one, actually. Although saying that, Lexington now on the attack again. There's another big chance. Good save, Matthias Ward. He is bailing the team out there. That was another good chance by Lexington. Lulua just... It's been this way all through the game, even through the first 2 periods, even though Lexington weren't having a lot of the puck and Lulua were a better team overall. Lexington still had a few chances just with one simple pass up the middle, one simple breakaway, and they were in. And I don't know what's going on with Lulua there, but maybe some issues with coverage, or someone's pinching a bit too much and leaving a hole behind them. But that was another chance for Lexington, and that would have been curtains if that had gone in. So Matthias Ward has kept them in it. The Lulua crowd are now on camera, and they're looking a bit glum. Arms crossed. They're not exactly looking like a group of people expecting their team to come back, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's do a refresh on the old scores. See where that's gone. Looks like it's a timeout for Lulua. Well timed too, I suspect, because they've been, after that turnaround, did a delay of game, and then Dixon going up the other end and scoring. They've been on their heels since then, Lulua, so good time just to take a breath and try and clear their heads and get back in this one. There's still plenty of time to go to get back in it. There we are. So yes, let me see. Skellefteå, Örebro, Hovia, Hetiet and Rögle, and Malmö, Färjestad are all in overtime. So 3 games going to overtime. We'll keep an eye on those ones as the results come through, or if they go to a shootout. But here, that's Pontus Andreasen, who comes into the same, but they're offside. You can't afford to be offside there. Come on. Lidewar. Oh, I think it was Brzecki who went too quickly. He's the one who's flipping the puck back to the referee. It's frustrating by them. So, Hovia have won in overtime over Rögle. Nardella has got the winner in overtime, so that's an extra point for Hovia. That's a big point for them. Rögle are not, in my head, they've lost their last 3, so now the last 4. I may be wrong. That's just off the top of my head, but yeah, they're in some trouble there, aren't they? They made the head coach change. Obviously, the Abbott's moving on. And the plan is that there'll be a new head coach coming in the summer, but they need to sort out the here and now, Rögle. They are not clear of the relegation playoff by any stretch of imagination. In fact, obviously, Hovia are going to be growing on them, coming up on them by a point at least. Not a big difference, but may help with Hovia's momentum, and certainly a hindrance to Rögle. So let me update that. As Lidua try to get back in this one. 12:30 to go in the third period. They're going to do something. They need to start getting into it quick. That's a shot that deflects up and over the glass. Hordegaard. Hordegaard. There's a bunch of Hockeyallsvenskan games tomorrow evening too, before the weekend schedule in the SHL on Saturday. So plenty of Swedish hockey to enjoy. But in fact, I'm pretty sure tomorrow night, Friday night, is Tampere Derby in the Finnish Liga. 4:30 start time here in the UK. Tampere and Ilves coming together. Top 2 teams. There is an ironic cheer from the home crowd as Leksand are caught offside. Of course, the goal by Fedemo. On replay, it looks very close to being offside, but it wasn't called. And that's proved pretty crucial in this one so far. It will definitely be a talking point if Luleå are unable to get back in it. 12 minutes to go. And it's Leksand who have the puck. Ooh. Little pass across the crease. Look dangerous for Leksand. Luleå are trying to wrap them up on the boards. Puck's going to come clear now. Leksand have it. Try to skate it around, but that's going to be picked up by Luleå. They're going to be able to get out of the zone. So they get over that little hurdle, but again, we're now back to coming up to 11 minutes to go, and Lulu are still trailed 2 goals. And have not really created a lot so far in this period. They had the power play and they had one good chance on the power play. But other than that, it's Lexington who have really been pushing, and they're pushing again here. 1 chance, 2 chance, trying to set up a shot. Is it going to go in? No, it's not. Ooh, I think they were trying to, it was a bit past the parcel there. Somebody needed to shoot a little bit earlier. Oh, but Lexington are giving away a stupid penalty on, it's on Pontus Andreasen. It's number 26 who's done it for Lexington. That's Patrick Narian. Andreasen was skating in, and Noren just gets his hands up and whoosh with the stick into the face. That's a stupid penalty to give away. And exactly what Lexington just didn't need to do. They've been fully in control in this third period, having got that goal to get a 2-goal lead. They just needed to keep doing what they were doing, but they've done the exact opposite, and they've given cross check. There you can hear the call by the referee. So they've given Luluwilla a lifeline here. Silly move. I mean, you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to stand up the player coming at him. He's got kind of square on, which is never a good thing as a defender going backwards. But here we are. 10:41 to go in the third period. Luluwilla trail 3-1. They now have a penalty for cross-checking. Now or never, do you think, guys? Now or never, I think. I think if they're going to get back in this one, they need to do it now. There's a shot, and it took a slight deflection, but it didn't trouble Armless. He was still able to get it clear, and it goes down the other end of the ice. Matthias Ward plays it. And now Lulu look to go back into the zone and set something up, and they will do. Pontus Andreasen, who's been their best player for me in this one. Lulu had the puck, but was unable to get it clear. So Lulu will set again. Here they come. Brodecki comes into the zone, trying to create something, trying to set something up. Brendan Shinneman with another one. There's a little bounce over a mound of ice there on the board. But now it's coming back to the blue line. They're trying to set something up. Andreasen going back to the blue line, but it just goes away from Marcus Hardegård. The top line is staying out there again. They're desperate for something, but that's a good forecheck. But Lexington defender, or Lexington forward in fact. Lexington's just digging away at it. That's exactly what Lulu don't need. They're battling on the boards. 45 seconds to go now. Lulu are claiming that the puck has gone up and over. And I'm about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. It looks like Matt Cato. Yes, it is. Matt Cato has been sent into the box again. And I say again, actually not because Cato's been in there before, I don't think, but he went to flick it up. It was on the boards and it's gone straight over the glass. So that's another delay of game penalty. And it's the second time in this game that Lulu have had a 5-on-3 advantage. Well, 42 seconds of a 5-on-3. They've got to score. Simple as that. They've got to score. I mean, ideally, score in the next 42 seconds, and then you've still got a power play for 1 minute and 20 or so to get the equaliser. So here we are. Big moment in this game. Lulu have got the puck. 5-on-3. 30 seconds on the 5-on-3 now. Trying to make it. You've just got to work it across. Work it. Be patient. Shot on net. Doesn't fall to Shinneman. Brodecki's got it in the corner, but he can't do anything with it. Lexington almost stole it. Just 15 seconds to go on a 5-on-3 now. Can they make something happen? Hardegård flicks it up. Armless just grabs it and says, I'll keep hold of that, thank you very much. So 8 seconds on a 5-on-3. Doesn't look like they're going to break through here. Although, who's to say? Just looking at the scores quickly, Malmö have come back from 3-0 down and they've won it Don't know whether they won it in overtime or in a shootout, but they have won it 4-3. Big win against Variestad. But now here's Lulua. Must be, and it is. They've worked it brilliantly, and Lulua have got a goal. It's 2-3. Lulua back within one. It is Linus Omark who has got it. Got an assist earlier in the game, and he has now got the goal for Lulua. 2-3. It's like we're at the darts with the music. But it was a win on the face-off. Puck went up in the air. They were able to get it. Good work by Brendan Shinnimin. Put it across. Pradecki brings it. It's tic-tac-toe. Lovely work between Shinnimin and Omark. Nice little pass and play. Armalus went completely the wrong way, then lost his footing, and it was an empty net for Omark to make it 2-3. So here we are, 8:38 to go. They're back within one. They've got twice the shots of Lexan. 32 shots on goal for Lulua, 16 for Lexan. They've made the power play count as they needed to do so, although it's a Matt Cato power play that they made count. So there we are, 8:25 to go. Lulua 2, Lexan 3. And we have a real game on here. Just updating the scores from earlier. Malmö 4, Färjestad 3. And Örebro have won, I think, got a shootout against Skellefteå. That's a big result. At both ends of the table, actually. A big win for Örebro. I know it's only an extra point once you get into overtime, but they all count. There we go. That is us up to date on the scores. So you can see those down there on the screen. Ooh, Lulua. We're looking for a tripping call on Brendan Shinnimin. They didn't get one. No, I couldn't say his name. I'll get it right once during the course of this live stream, if you're lucky. Lulua. And now their tails are up. That's the thing, that's a big momentum shift for them. Home crowd on the side, they're shooting towards their ultras. They're banging the drum, they're waving the flags, they're trying to cheer their team back into the game. That puck's gone up and over. Went for the bench. So that's going to be a break, maybe a power break. Yes, it is. So everyone can take a breath. Oh, this is boiling, coming to the boil perfectly. We're going back and showing the goals on the replay here. Lexan leading 2-0. Pradecki got them back in it. Lulua with the tip in front. Lexan then take a 3-1 lead through Usman. But now Lulua have got back in it. Linus Omark. And now it's all to play for. 3-2 to Lexan. They're still in the driving seat, but they know that Lulua are really going to push them over the next 8 minutes or so. Just going to have a quick look through the stats. Some interesting games there. Big win for Örebro, isn't it? Really is. It's 2 in a row for Örebro after a rough period. As we restart with a face-off in the Lulua zone, 7 minutes to go. Can Lulua find the equaliser? It's Adam Pradecki trying to rush into the zone. He does get in, but he then gets crowded out. Lexan are able to clear it. That's been the key line. I know I've said it before in this live stream, but Lulua's third line, centred by Pontus Andreasen, with Nikola Pasic and Adam Pradecki have been very good. They were trying to make the next goal. They're not able to get there. Eklund had it, but it went up and over the glass. So Lewis fans start up again, trying to push their team. Lulu, I think, would be in 7th at the moment. Let's have a look. In fact, Lulu will go down to 8th, with Frölunda and Timrå going up above them at the moment. But it's interesting, is it? So Färjestad losing in overtime despite being 3-0 up in their game. Växjö were winning, so Växjö now have a 4-point lead at the top of the SHL. Leksand currently would be going third, 66 points, with Skellefteå fourth on 62, but Leksand need to hold on to the lead here, and there's just under 6 minutes to go, so that is not guaranteed. Lulua with it in the Leksand zone. Linus Omark has got them back in it, and he's on the puck again. Oh, do me a favour. Oh, they're calling it. They're calling it. And Omark is furious. Leksand defender has gone down like he's been shot in the head. I think there's maybe contact. A brush off with the arm. We're going to see the replay. Linus Omark is absolutely livid. He's sort of laughing, but not in a happy way. He is not happy. Neither are the crowd. But it's been called as a penalty. We're now seeing a replay. Omark had it. Oh, they're going to say that's an elbow. He's just sort of brushed him off. You know what I mean? Brushed him off to the side. Oh, he does catch him in the face with his elbow. He does catch him in the face with the elbow. I know he does make a meal of it. I think it's Alexander Lundqvist, I think. He has actually, well, I don't know if he's lost a bit of his tooth, or he already had a bit of his tooth gone. I don't know. But he did hit him in, yeah. It's clearly not intentional, but there's no question that Omark's elbow does catch the Leksand defender square in the mouth. And much as he went down like he'd been shot, to get the call, and you could be a bit annoyed at that, it's an elbow he's been called for. If you don't stick your elbow in someone's face, they don't have a reason to go down, do they? So this is another big moment. Leksand on the power play, leading 3-2. If they can take advantage of this, then it's going to be almost game over. I won't say that for certain, but it's a big chance for Leksand to stem the tide, stop this Ludua comeback in its tracks. But Leksand haven't been able to make anything of it yet. I will say, you know, Lucas Elvenes has been such a good player for them, especially of late, but seen a lot of him, actually. And I'll apologise for Ludo if he scores at the moment, because that's real commentator's curse there, isn't it? Let's see, Leksand trying to set something up. There's a minute gone in the power play, so they've not really done anything with it so far. As always, this sort of situation, it's a big momentum shift if Leksand can score. I mean, it kind of does the game in. But if Lulua can come through this and kill the penalty... Oh, that's a big hit on the balls, and there's another Leksand player down, and now there's going to be a ruck because the other Leksand players don't like it. They are all piling in. Bang, 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 bang. It is going off. I think it's Juhani Tirafainen who made the hit. And he is going to the box, so this is a nightmare for Lulua. Tirafainen is not happy. It's Matt Cato who's gone down to the ice. Went down, stayed down. There's two of them are still... One of them's got the other one in a headlock here. They're struggling to separate them. Blimey. Tempers flaring in Luluwa. Matt Cato comes off the ice. He's got a few words to say, and there's still a few more. It's 38 Niku Pateri for Luluwa. And I haven't seen a number on the other player. I think it's Oscar Lang. It is. They're having to be pulled apart quite aggressively by the officials. And, yeah, the referee is signalling. Juhani Tiravainen may not like it. But Matt Cato has got a tissue that he's having to hold to his nose to stop the bleeding. So Matt Cato's going back to the boards. He stops, and Tiravainen, yeah, you can't argue with that. That is right in the numbers. Drives his head into the glass. You can't do that, I'm afraid, Tiravainen. He's trying to be aggressive, trying to make something happen, but don't know what he can really be arguing for there. Cato's visor got crushed down as well. It's a clear penalty, boarding. Luluwa fans are not happy. But honestly, I don't think they've really got an argument on that one. I know it's always, in fact, they're going to have a look. So they've given, I think they've given a 2-minute penalty for boarding, but now the officials are video bedoming. Video review, I think, basically. So they're looking to see if it's going to be worse than that. Would it be a 5 in game? I mean, there's not much longer in the game, but Juhani Tiravainen, he goes, yeah, I don't know how you can argue against that. That is just in the numbers, square on. Cato's skating backwards. He stops to play the puck, and Tiravainen goes into him. Not malicious, not dirty, but Cato is stopped in his tracks, and that's just square in the numbers. His head clangs straight into the glass. I don't know what you're arguing for. Thomas Berglund is waving his arms in the air, saying, what's the matter with that? But you can't do that today. Whether it's the NHL, the SHL, wherever, really, you're going to get called on that. So where are we? Well, we've got 40 seconds left on the original power play for Leksand. It's 4 minutes 12 to go in this one. Leksand are definitely going to have 40 seconds of 5-on-3. The question is Tiravainen going to get more than a minor? And the Luluwa crowd are joining in. They're showing a replay of the incident, and they're cheering as he hits and slams Cato's head into the glass, which I don't think is actually going to particularly help his cause among the officials. I think the problem is he goes into him in the numbers, and then he then makes contact again with the head. Now, it's completely unintentional to make contact with the back of the helmet as he's bouncing off the boards and he hits him. But I just think the Luluwa fans are shouting their heads off. Smiles on their face. I think they think they've been screwed here. Honestly, I don't. If it's down the other end of the ice and the jerseys are the other way round, Luluwa are screaming for a penalty. The officials are deep in conversation as to whether it should be more than a 2-minute minor. I just think you have to get on with it. It's given Thomas Berglund the opportunity to try and draw up a play for his team, which is important because they're going to be short-handed. They don't seem to be doing anything. The two referees are there looking at it, but the footage isn't actually moving on the screen, so I don't know what they're doing. Okay, well, the Leksand fans are enjoying themselves, unsurprisingly. So, here we are. Luluwa 2, Leksand 3, 40 seconds to go on a current power play. 4 minutes 12 to go in the period, but almost certain that Leksand are going to have a 5-on-3 for 40 seconds here. And depending on what the officials end up deciding to do, the 2-minute penalty on Teravainen could be extended. But the officials just aren't doing anything. They're just sort of sat in the box having a chat. Get on with it. But they're finally putting their helmets back on, having another conversation with someone else, and they've all just stood around chatting. It's the right mothers' meeting they're having here. There's supposed to be a game going on. Get on with it. Thank you. So they're coming back onto the ice. Obviously, they're going to give the call in Swedish, so I'm not going to understand it. But, well, maybe I will understand it, but we'll see.
Efter videobedömning, beslut på is, 5 minuters utvisning för boarding.
Okay, well, it is boarding. And I think they're calling a timeout. Honestly, I really don't understand Luleå arguing. So Thomas Berglund, the head coach, is calling an official over. Or trying to anyway. Yeah, that gets called, unfortunately, in the game today. Whether you like it or not, that gets called as boarding. So, Thomas Berglund now talking to the referee. I'm not really sure how this is going to help his cause, because he's not going to change his mind, is he? Well, he's had his say, but his say isn't going to help his team really here. So 4 minutes 12 to go in the third period. Leksand up 3-2. They've now got 40 seconds on a 5-on-3 power play, essentially to kill this game off. Even if they don't do that, they'll then have 1 minute 20 on a power play. So the best Luleå can hope for, unless they score short-handed, of course, would be to kill these 2 penalties and then have 2 minutes 12 to get an equaliser. That's a tall ask, isn't it? 40 seconds, 5-on-3. Knowing that if you concede a goal here, it's a 5-minute penalty actually for boarding. I don't think that's wrong either. Oh, Leksand nearly scoring straight away. So this is a problem for Luleå. Kind of kills their opportunity. I know short-handed, maybe they'll have a chance, one chance to try and grab a goal, but their hopes of pushing on, getting through the first power play and then really having a crack at it over the final 3.5 minutes or so has been undone by that Teravainen penalty for boarding. So shot gets deflected. So Luleå, almost had a chance there. Oh, careful, careful. Another potential boarding call there. The crowd are into it. So we now have 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to go. And because it ultimately was a 5-minute penalty for Teravainen, Luleå were short-handed the rest of the way. So 3 minutes to go now. Leksand just playing with it in their own zone. They're now coming into Luleå's zone. The Luleå crowd are not happy with the officiating of this game. Actually, they have a lot of grounds for complaint, if I'm being honest, but you always see it differently when it's your team involved. It's a shame for us as neutrals, because I think that's pretty much done this game. Leksand is just moving it around. There's a shot, it goes wide, picked up behind the net. 2 minutes 20 to go. Luleå are able to get it clear, but again, you can't just dumping it in as you would normally on a power play when you're short-handed doesn't help them, because they need the puck. But they're not going to get it. Leksand trying to set up the shot. Shot on goal, saved by Matthias Ward. Now, is there a chance for Luleå to get clear? Yes, they are. They're going to come into the zone. Pontus Andreasen tries to find someone, and he does. So Luleå have kept it. Now it's Andreasen tries to find, and he scored! What a goal! Short-handed. Can you believe it? Luleå have done it. The crowd are going absolutely crazy. It's Einar Emanuelsson who tucks it home. Great work by Pontus Andreasen. He's been the best player on the ice in this game. He held it. It was Einar Emanuelsson who brought him to the zone. There was a bit of work around the boards. Came back. Brilliant goal. Came back to Pontus Andreasen. He just had his head up, looking across, biding his time. Lovely cross-ice pass. And there was Einar Emanuelsson. How on earth he was left so wide open? It's good play by him. He was near post and then he just went backwards. No one went with him. Lundqvist made a dive to try and get him, but he was too late by then. And that is 3-3. Wow. Well, Leksand do at least still have 1 minute 47 to go and 1 minute 47 on the power play. So they still have the chance to get a winner and take all 3 points. But Einar Emanuelsson has made it 3-3 and has given them the chance at the very least of getting a point. Getting it to overtime. I mean, in this situation, you would absolutely take a point for overtime and maybe hoping you get something more. What a finish to this one. Andreasen and Omark with the assists on it. That's 2 assists for Omark, 3 points in the game, goal and 2 assists for him. Andreasen with 2 assists. 1 minute 25 to go. This has been a good game. 3-3. All on the line. Luleå are trying to defend their 5-game winning streak. And now they can do it. Now they can just grab the puck and then fling it down the other end of the ice. 1 minute to go now. Can they hold on and take this game to overtime? Leksand desperate to try and avoid it. Trying to get all 3 points. They've had a golden opportunity here with the power plays at the end of this game. It's going to be disappointing for them, even if they can win it in overtime. They've dropped points here. Had the game in their hands and they've thrown it away, to be honest. Terrible coverage. I mean, great work by Luleå. I don't want to take anything away from him, but how he was wide open there. Poor from Leksand, but now 30 seconds to go. Leksand have got it in the Luleå zone. Luleå fans, and it's gone over the blue line. So they're going to have to come out and regroup. Coming up to 20 seconds to go. It looks like Luleå are going to hold on and take it to overtime, but could there be one more chance? Leksand coming into the zone, trying to make something happen. Lucas Fidemo, who scored the second goal for Leksand, is on the puck trying to make pass through, but it doesn't get through, and they're able to clear it, and that is going to be it for the third period. It ends 3-3 after regulation time. And Luleå would more than take that after being down and with penalties given against them, penalties that they didn't agree with either of them. Although I think both of them were fair enough. In my book, it's a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal to level it up. Lovely play. Omark to Andreasen, pushes it across the ice, and Einar Emanuelsson puts it home. Jubilation among Luleå fans and the players too. So 3-3. We're heading to overtime. Charles Berglund, the Leksand head coach, looks pretty annoyed. You can kind of understand why. You will see points have been thrown away here. And of course, for Luleå's point of view, they're now tails are up. They could go on and win this. I wouldn't put it past them. Just looking at the game schedule for Saturday, Luleå have Linköping at home. And Leksand are away to Färjestad at Lufberg Arena. So Here we are. Getting ready for overtime. Is there going to be a winner? Five minutes overtime, so there's 40 seconds left on the power play. Could that prove crucial? Lexington got it. They're trying to set something up. It's Matt Cato who's at the blue line. Oh, that was almost a chance. A lovely little feed through. It was a pass shot, really. Trying to get a deflection on the way through. It did get deflection, but the deflection took it wide, and that one's deflected and hits the netting up above the glass. So 16 seconds to go in the power play. And Ludewa now just hanging on, working out the next 16 seconds. And then going for it, 5-on-5. I say 5-on-5, it's 4-on-3 at the minute, isn't it? The graphic on the screen says 5-on-4, but it's 4-on-3. And that is the power play over, so we're back to 3-on-3. Oh no, 4-on-4. How many people are on the ice? There we go, 4-on-4. It was 4-on-3. Now, here we go. They're confusing me. It's easily done. Ooh, Lexington nearly losing it on her own blue line. That was lucky. Been able to get on top of it. And there's another shot. Anton Johansson. A shot for Lexington, but Matthias Ward was able to flick it away. 3 minutes 30 to go in overtime. Ludewa now coming into the Lexington zone. Brendan Shinnimin putting a hit on. He was a hero in overtime a couple of games ago. Can he do it again? Will he get a chance? Lexington now have it. Oh, Shinnimin almost got it. Good stick there by Lexington to stop it coming through to him. Three minutes to go now. Lovely spin move, Ludewa ball, but he loses his skates. He's able to get back up and in, so Ludewa regain possession and go into the Lexington zone, and now they can try and set something up on the blue line. This is what you want. Shot, ooh, just over. That's going to be whistled, so that was Oskari Larksonen with the shot. Montes Armless, and the Lexington goal was happy to see that one go over. There's a home crowd. Stamp their feet. And try and get behind their team for one last push. Now we're at 3-on-3. It's Jack Connolly in the face-off for Ludewa, but he loses it. So Lexington can come out with it, and they're going to. And now there's trouble for Ludewa because Lexington have it looking for a wraparound now. Did mention Elvenes hasn't done much in this game. So will he win it in overtime? It's not on the ice at the moment. Unable to get it through Lexington. So Ludewa were able to win it again. It's 2 minutes to go. Ludewa do have a chance to come through, but they're basically just going to hold on to the puck and allow themselves to have a change here, I think. Yep, changing things up. Now they're able to come into the zone, and now they're going to try and have a chance. Oh, it was all set up. Frederic Allard had got himself into some space, but the puck just didn't find its way to him. Ludewa now have it back in the Lexington zone. Brendan Shinnimin skates around it. Allard, oh! Armless made the save, but the puck drifted away from it, bounced, and it just went past the post. That was almost in. Allard with another chance, but the puck gets away from him. Armless was a little bit lucky there. He did make the initial save, but it bounced away from him. Didn't get it under control. It went past the post. 1:10 to go. Is there a winner in overtime, or are we going to a shootout? Brendan Shinman weaving in with the wrist shot. Oh, deflected out again, but good stick by the Lexington defender to ensure that Shinman wasn't able to get the rebound from his own shot. 50 seconds to go. Louis were now pressing. They're in the Lexington zone. Linus Omark. It's been looking dangerous. Now it's Ina Emanuelson trying to do the wrap around. No, he's just going round and round and round. Good defending on him. Unable to get a shot off there. Oh, but now he will. Oh, great stick. That was almost there. Linus Omark with a great chance, and now it's going to be Lexington who, and they've put it wide, end to end. Big chance at either end. Linus Omark had set up Einar Emanuelson, and he put it wide. And then there was another chance for Lexington going down the other end. Justin Kloos with the opportunity. It's Edric Allard, I think, with the big chance for Ludeber, actually. That was his shot that bounced clear of the post. And only just. Armless was lucky there. Ooh. This was a Lexington chance. Oof. Puts it wide. Should have done better, actually. Justin Kloos shakes his head. Is it Justin Kloos? I think it was Marek Harivik, his line mate, actually. So, that is good. Oh no, it's gone up and over the glass. So there'll be 2 seconds left. One's a bit more time for a face-off, but then we're going to a shootout. Hoo hoo hoo. Sorry. We are going for a shootout. So the two teams couldn't be separated after 65 minutes. How's it going to end up? What do you think, guys? Who's your money on? If you are putting money on anyone. Oop. That's the wrong button there. There we go. Let's bring it up onto the big screen. A bit of reorganisation here. Okay, so Matthias Ward in net for Luleå. Mantas Armless in net for Lexington. Armless is down on one knee, calm and composed. Juhani Tyrväinen was sat on the bench shaking his head. He still is unhappy about the boarding call against him. But here we go. Petter Sanarek is coming up for Lexington with the first shot. So it's Sanarek against Matthias Ward. Home crowd baby comes in, shoots and save! Matthias Ward wasn't fooled at all by Sanarek there. Sanarek coming in, it just tried to guide it in, but yeah, no real deception to it. And now we're coming the other way. Marcus Hardegård shoots. Oh, and it's a save by Armless. So, one shot each. One save each. One miss each. Now for Lexington. I think it's Max Furano, I think. It is. And it's another save. So, Matthias Ward coming up well there. This one was a bit better. Had his head up, tried to make a save. But good play by Matthias Ward. Didn't overcommit early. Oh, it hit the post. Oh, I didn't see that first time. Oh, here we go. David Ilya going slow. And scores! Through the legs. of Mantis Armless. It was slow. Yes, goes through the legs. Oh, it took a deflection off the skate. But that's what counts. It's in there. So Lulu will lead 1-0. And now Leksand have one more chance. Lucas Elvenes has been quiet in this game, but he tucks that one away. Calm as you like. So, 1-1. And now, it's all on this penalty shots. Number 67, Linus Omark, a goal and 2 assists so far in this game. Can he be the hero for Lulua? Coming up on Montes Armless, he shoots and he hits it wide. That was wild, and not in a good way. Wild, I was livid. It sort of hit his... He was skating in, the puck sort of hit his skate there, I think. There we are. Here we go. Another chance, and it goes wide this time by Leksand. One was Lucas Elvenes. I may have misidentified the previous Leksand penalty shot. So now it's another chance. It's Brendan Shimonin. Now he has the chance to win it for the home team. Brendan Shimonin going to his right. Oh, he's almost fallen over there. What are you doing? That was disastrous by Brendan Shimonin. He went wide, went to cut inside, and he lost his skate. Stayed on his feet, but by then it was all too late and got on top. So, okay, here we go. One more chance. Leksand miss. Leksand miss. I think that was Max Forano again. It was. And he's hit the post again. That's 2 shots by Leksand, by Max Forano for Leksand, and twice he's clanged the pipe. So, can we win it at a 5th attempt? David Ilya. Oh, and he saves it. Armada saves it. So we're going to round 6 in a shootout. These two sides cannot be separated. That time it's a good glove save. Okay, so back to Petter Solarek for Leksand. Up against Matthias Ward. Comes in slow, and a lovely backhand finish that time. Didn't really have any deception on his first penalty shot, but that was beautifully done. Went out wide, came back in, faked the shot, faked the deke, did a little deke, sorry, and then flicked it in. So, now they have the advantage. Can Lulua keep in it? Yes, they can! So, goal by number 5, Marcus Hardegård. So, that's 6 rounds in. Teams still can't be separated. Now, 7th round. Leksand coming up. Who is it? It is number 34, Petter Solarek again. Which shot is he going for now? He's gone the other side, and it's a good save. Matthias Ward. Solarek went to the opposite side, went to his left to start it off. Tried to come back and was kind of doing a similar move, but the other angle. And it saves. So now Luluor have the chance to win it in the 7th round. 71. Adam Brodecki scored in regulation. Can he win it for Luluor? Yes, he can. Beautiful move. Committed Armless. Then tucked inside. Flicked it up into the net. Adam Brodecki is the hero. The Luluor fans go wild. And that is a 4-3 win on a shootout for Luluor. Brilliant game. It's been a great night of hockey in the Swedish Hockey League, and this has been a brilliant one. Adam Brodecki went out to his left, came in, nice little move, waited, went to make it look like he was going to shoot and tucked it inside and then flicked it with a backhand. Beautifully done. Armless had no chance with that, had to commit on the initial shot. Well held by Brodecki, kept his balance, kept his composure, and that is a win for Luluor. So that's 6 wins in a row for Luluor. They beat Lexington, there's a pushing and shoving going on in the middle of the ice. Ooh, yeah, this one's heating up. Brendan Shinnimin is involved in it, which is not a surprise. Suspended recently for a bit of a shindig on Shinnimin. And they're still having a pop, and there's a bit of talk. Frederic Allard is giving out some verbals. Okay, so we're seeing it again. There's just the usual lineup. And, that was what was going on. So some of the Lexington players were going down the line, and one of them decided he wasn't going to go down the line. He was going to have a chat to, I think it was Frederic Allard. I don't know. It may have been Marcus Hardegård. But then Brendan Shinnimin got involved, and they've all just stood on the ice at the moment. No one wants to leave. But they're being told to get off the ice. The officials are basically telling the Lexington players, get out of here. And the Lulua players go up to their fans and applaud. And celebrate a famous win. A big win for them. 6 wins in a row for Lulua. Banging the sticks on the glass. A great win, a great game. Lexington will be disappointed having led 2-0 and 3-1 to only come out of it with a single point. But it's a good win, and what a game for Adam Brodecki. Just recently joined the team. Played a bit for Vekwa and Frölunda so far this season. Signed on with the team. I think this is his 3rd or 4th game for them. Scored in the previous game. And now has got a goal in regulation and has scored the shootout winner. And he's about to be interviewed by someone on the ice, and presumably this is going to be in English. I don't know, actually. No, Brodecki's Swedish, isn't he? Isn't he? Anyway. There we are. What a great night of hockey that has been. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream. I've been wanting to do this for a little while, and I thought, let's take a plunge tonight. It was a bit haphazard and a bit all over the place because there were 7 games going on at once. I will do another one on Saturday afternoon when there will be 3 games in the afternoon. I'll bring up the details quickly, actually. Let's come out of this. Let's bring this over here. Okay, let's just bring up the details before we go. Or try to anyway. Let's see if we've got the right thing going on here. Here we go. Here we go. Got the whole schedule for the rest of the season in front of me now, which is not what we wanted. Oh, blimey, it is the 27th. I thought it can't be the 27th, but it is. Here we go. So, there we go. So, well, that's not very big, is it? Anyway. Maybe you'll be able to see that. So Saturday, so the 3 games, which were at 3:15 in the afternoon, Swedish time, 2:15 UK time. Modo against Malmö, got a big win today. Frölunda against HV71. Rögle against Skellefteå. It's a big game for Rögle. They need a win. And then a few hours later, the 4 games in. Lulua, victors today, have another home game against Linköping. Färjestad against Leksand, looking to bounce back from this loss. Örebro against Timrå. Örebro now 2 wins in a row, hoping to make it 3. And Oskarshamn in trouble, and they host league leaders Vekwa. So there we have it. That is Thursday SHL live stream done and dusted for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes, I'll be doing some more of these. I'll do another one on Saturday for the live stream to do the afternoon games, and then we'll probably do another one next week. I'll have a quick look. There are a bunch of games on Tuesday as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games on Tuesday. Then a whole slate on the Thursday, so there'll be a few games to cover. So we'll be back on the live stream next week. I'll also do another podcast reporting over the weekend. Didn't manage to get to it this past weekend, so apologies for that. But we'll be back on it then tonight, which is early hours of tomorrow morning for me. The Edmonton Oilers are going for 15 wins in a row against Chicago. I think it's Chicago tonight we're playing. So I will be watching that early tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, early, before I start work, I'm going to watch back the Oilers game, 4:30 UK time in the afternoon, it is the Tampere derby between Ilves and Tappara. Then we've got some hockey allsvenskan and then a load of Swedish hockey on Saturday too. It's all hockey everywhere, and don't you just love it? Thanks again for watching. This has been a lot of fun. I will be developing the whole live stream in-game SHL thing over the couple of weeks ahead to try to make it a bit slicker because it's a bit haphazard. But I guess that's part of the charm, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, thanks again. I'm Matt Smith. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow along at Hockey with Ice on Twitter, and don't forget the podcast too. Until next time, we'll be on Saturday. Thanks for watching.